Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that most people know as a leFhy or a leaf blower, or if you happen to be jingles, you call it leFH because you can't pronounce it. Anyway, this one is located on the north spawn of Westfield Encounter, and it's under the command of Buggery. Yes, we know it as Fifi la Pew Pew, because that's what one of the members named it. It's French. Well, it is in the game. It's actually German in reality. But it's French, and it pews a lot at the enemy very, very quickly. Now, he's got a 4.5. It's got a 105mm howitzer, capable of doing 410 alpha and penetrating through 53mm of armor. And standard reload is 8.92 seconds, and Buggery's got a reload time of about 7 points. You'll just see it any second. 7.68. Direct hit on the Wolverine. He let it dial in the second time round. First time, shell just landed to the right, but that was RNG. But look at that, kill shot with the next one, and that was probably a penetrating shot at that. Wolverines do not have much armor. They were liked by the crews, but they were very vulnerable because they have virtually no armor whatsoever. Only enough to stop machine gun bullets and rifle bullets and the like, and shell splinters from actually hitting them. Wow, that round went off into the distance. I think that's one of the tank destroyers fired that one. Okay, we're trying to get that SU-76M. Rounds out. Lovely one-shot kill. Going for the Panzer III Ausführung J. Here we go. Let it dial in. Let it settle. Rounds out. Direct hit. Wipes him out. Brilliant shot. 3 kills in 3 shots. Or at least it seemed that way. Probably wasn't. But he's just got another one. The M8A1. So that's 4 kills now. He's really going for it. Oh, we know where one of the enemy Arty is. We just saw the tracer coming out of the bushes at the back, and that's a bishop, by the way, so we know he has to get close to the enemy, because you can't shoot unless you're close. They have a very small range, so I think we'll go for that Sab, because he's got thinner armor than the KV-1. So we're letting it settle. So the guy pulls back because he knows he's got a long reload, and the bishop is running for it because he knows that our tanks are nearby. We fire at the Sav. No, just missed. He spots the bishop. The bishop's taking fire from the leopard. Looks like he's about to go. Trying to line up a shot ahead of his path, but he goes. That KV-1's diving for the village because at least he gets some protection in there. And those buildings will allow him to hide from the masses of tanks we've got in the vicinity. Okay, Stug 3 Ausführung G has to stay still in order to get shots. We're letting it settle on him before we shoot. And rounds out. Direct hit. 119. Also 167. Go for a second shot. Rounds out. And that's the kill. So 5 kills now. Oh, that one died before we can get a shot on him. That was the P2640. Trying to get a shot now on an SU-85. We fired ahead of his path, or was that the Matilda he was going for? The SU-85 is stationary, he's sitting in the cap area, but he won't be there for long because there aren't that many enemies left. There's only 3 of them, and they're all in the cap. Rounds out. Direct hit on the SU-85. And they are capping, but it's probably not going to help them. That was a direct hit on the SU-85. We can't see him, but he is there because we just got a cap reduction. And there's the kill shot, and that's a Top Gun. Wow, very efficient Top Gun in this game. Rounds out the KV-1. Well, it landed nearby, but it didn't actually do any damage. The splash radius is about 1.9 meters, so you have to get the shells really close. Okay, here goes. Well, we just got rammed by our M8A1, which is a very bad move by the M8A1, and he did actually get killed. I'd say it's a bad move because the M8A1 doesn't have much strength, but there's another kill, and that's 7 kills for Buggery, and the game is over. Well, that battle didn't last very long, but it was a very good one for Buggery because he got a second-class tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he managed to get 12. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and he got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. He actually ended up in the game with 7 kills, one short of getting a Radley Walters, and I think he would have got one if there had been another tank alive, because he was efficiently disposing of them one by one. His win rate from that game was 6,351, which is a very high number, Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team scores and see where he needs to be. Well, there, look at that, top of the table, 1,864 hit points of damage, easily the highest. Second highest being the Semavente Basotto. Is that the Basotto? No, that's the M41, isn't it, that one? He managed to get 1,635 hit points, and the third highest damage in the game turned out to be the enemy Bishop, who did 1,144. When it came to kills, it was, yes, Buggery again, 7 kills to him, 5 kills to the KV1 on the enemy team, and 3 kills to RT28. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one as well, but he didn't manage to get over 1,000. He got 917 out of that one. The second highest being the Semavente M41, who got 597. And after that, it was the T28, which got 549. So he did get, I should say, the top in all 3 columns. 23 shots fired. Very, very short amount of ammo used to get that result. 12 direct hits on the enemy. 5 penetration shots. Well, I think we know where some of them went. He actually penetrated the Panzer III Ausstellung J. He didn't penetrate the Su-85, but he definitely penetrated the Su-76. They don't have much in the way of armor. And the Wolverine, yes, he penetrated that guy. I think the second shot was the one that penetrated and wiped him out. The M8A1, yes, they have very thin armor, those things, so the shell will go straight through him. And yes, the Stug 3 Ausstellung G, I think the second shot was also the kill shot that took him, but he didn't penetrate the KV1 because they do have thick armor. So a lot of penetrating shots in that game. He also got 8 splashes, damage of 1,864, all of it at more than 300 meters, damage 7 of the enemy, kills 7 of the enemy, and did 105 hit points of damage assistance. He also got 8 defense points by resetting the cap. Yes, they weren't in the cap long enough to actually do anything to earn enough defense points or capture points so that Buggery could then seize that and get himself a defender medal. But then he didn't want them to stay in the cap because basically we were running short on tanks. At the end of the game, we still have 5 left. But if the enemy had stayed in the cap for any length of time, they would have whittled that away. As we saw, that M8A1 made a suicidal kamikaze almost like ram into a KV1, which any person in a light tank should avoid doing because a light tank ramming into a heavy tank, bad news. The light tank will always come off worse, and in fact that's the big mistake that players make when they try to ram the Fifi, the leFH, simply because it is a heavy tank hull, and you don't want to ram a heavy tank with a light tank because, yeah, you will always come off worse if you're the light tank, unless the Fifi has already lost most of his hit points. He earned 43,109 credits for the battle and then got another 50,000 for completing the mission, 93,109 credits altogether. And after ammunition resupply and consumables, took away 70,165 credits profit. 1,375 XP for the battle, times 2 for the first victory, 550 for being a premium vehicle, one of only 2 premium Artys in the game. Come on, Wargaming, give us some more. And 3,301 experience points altogether. He says, Arty needs to feed. Yes, that's what we love doing. We love feeding our Artys. And there's nothing better than using the Fifi to do that. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.